So I'm gonna shoot and run with this. My name does not matter. What does matter is what's occurred in my life in the past, I'd say 14 days. I've encountered strange occurrences, and call them alien if you will. I believe we're not alone. I believe that in all the religions and all the theologies, in every sect of religion, Christianity, Muslim, Buddhist, Catholic, Presbyterian, Mormon, Amish, Mennonite, all of them, Mormon. I believe that one of them out of the movie Religulous believes in an alien god, and well, this god came from another planet. Now, if you travel across the country, all 3,000 miles of the United States, even any other country, but primarily the United States, and any of the three main courses that GPS takes you, you'll find that it is quite a space voyage in which it's bigger than you know. It's quite larger than you know. It's on an epic scale that you would never have fathomed before. It's the best way I could describe it is being on a space voyage through time and space, trying to get to civilization. That's the best way I could describe it. If you thought a 2 or 4 hour drive was something, well, try the whole continent. In the past 14 days, I should have died. I was working on my C4 1985 Corvette, and as I was working on that Corvette, I did not have my car rims for certain reasons. Too much of a story to tell. So in my humanity, I wanted to die. I lost everybody that was important to me, precious to me. I lost two of the best friends, I guess you could say, in humanity, and it's only when you lose everything that you gain everything. So all those 4,000 pounds crushed me. I couldn't even breathe to full capacity, and sure, I could lift it up just a little bit, my adrenal gland surge, I guess you could say. But the amount of energy that needed to be exerted to keep pushing that up over and over and over again to slide out, it would be inhuman. I couldn't do it. I could only do it one time, and then it would go right back down. I was stuck. And in the moments, the milliseconds, I knew where I was, and I knew my fate. And I could do nothing but scream help. By the third or fifth help, perhaps an army neighbor, I don't know his profession, I don't know his MOS, I don't know his job. But I remember one day he came home in fatigue, Sendor uniform. And perhaps I owe that man my life, but I couldn't even breathe, and I could breathe maybe halfway to 80%, but I could, maybe 50, I couldn't breathe all the way. But my chest, my human body at 29 years old, chronologically and physically, it withstood such pressure. And how I can move the way I do now with the formula I found and this certain type of, I can't say right now because of certain reasons. It scares the shit out of me. It scares the shit out of me that a bottle of benzodiazepines, Klonopins, was slapped out of my hand. I took 2 of them. I had a trial reverse from hell. It would not go away. I tried going to the bathtub to recover. I did. I went back. I slept. The next morning, the pill bottle was closed. Far away, at the bottom of the bed, where I did not put it. The following day, the same day, strange occurrences started happening. My light bulb would go off and on. At home, I tried to make it clear to my family I was my dominant. I'd go in and I'd kick something perfectly to where the glass wouldn't shatter in the living room. In my perfection or imperfection, whatever you want to call it, perfection, I hit something to the point where a lamp just to show my dominance as a family member. And well, I went to the upstairs and I think I missed my goddamn turn. All I said was, the lamp upstairs was kicked just the same, but I did not do it perfectly in the corner of the table. An impossibility in a perfect equation. And what else? Later that day, I was pulled over at Pinnacle Point overlooking a certain locale in the world. I got pulled over. He said, I just want to make sure you're not a serial killer or anything. You know, it's after hours. This is blah, blah, blah. It's closed. I said, oh, no, I'm just trying to get away from family, having family issues. And he said, well, you know, we're looking for guys, blah, blah. I said, well, I don't have as much as a squeaky clean record as you, good sir. And we made out quite well as two human beings connecting. And, well, all of a sudden, in the trees, in the forest, that Corvette fell pretty hard on my chest, so I can't. All I can say is these strange occurrences do not make, they do make sense. But if I'm something else, I think there's others out there like me. And for instance, I'm at my car, and I have a formula in which can make me move faster, stronger, better, more intelligent, can think more clearly, from A to Z in perfection. I can move from each equation and formula and correlation quicker than people can, flies on shit, if that was a more harsh way to put it. I even have it on film. I've tested this in sports. I've tested this in, the virtual realm, you could say. Shooter games the past couple days now. Sure, you could think faster than everybody else, but say something like ground war. You can outthink them, you can outperform them, you can outdo them, but if you make certain calculations wrong, you can get shot in those simulations, you can die. I am not Superman, but I can think faster than them, better than them. I can outcalculate them. And, I gotta use my GPS now, so when they try to call me in these forms of chimes, which they did before, I ignored them. It's like a waiting game. They try to wait me out, and I try to wait them out. And if there is these such aliens, I have a family, and I have a human population in which I inhabit. And if there was such an alien invasion coming, and this is not a self-fulfilling prophecy, this is in theology, one of the Christian sects believes in an extraterrestrial alien being, a god, or a superior race, angels call them. And, if humanity was on its weakest leg, and then they invaded for domination in the form of airships, anti-proportional gravity, shielding, nukes would just destroy everything around it. Well, this dream I had, sometimes dreams come true. I have the dream, and then later in time it becomes reality. I've had the dream previously, and it happens. So if there is such a thing as time travel, and there is such a thing as time reciprocal or linear, and it's already happened, or it didn't happen, what if we perhaps had control? What if perhaps we could change a series of ones and zeros and even twos if they all on a series of line? And each action I did, the steering wheel right now, this left turn in the cemetery, and yes, it's the Hershey Cemetery. What if I turned left right here, and that was different from a time that was preconceived, predestined? What if we could have control, and there's no such thing as... Disregard Satan for a second. Take Satan out of the equation. Think in science. If one were to blend science and theology together to better understand it, absolute Kelvin, zero, below zero, particles move, they teleport, scientists can't explain it. Just like my best friend growing up since childhood, and yes, I'm going to call him out by name, and even if you're listening, MB BG John OH something. I'm not going to. I probably made a promise, and I will not break that promise. John, fuck it. No, everybody has a first common name, John. I always bleep this out, but now, what if everything we've done, and everything we ever will do, was repeated 1,000 times? What if? And now don't think about Antichrist. In the Bible they say Antichrist plural, and then they say Great Armageddon War. Think about this. What if everything already happened, and what if someone traveled back through time to stop it all? The first memory I ever had was waking up in a bunk bed, going into my parents' bedroom. From the hallway to the master bedroom, I fell through a trapdoor in the darkness. In complete, utter darkness, and then I woke up again in the same spot. At 8 years old, I found, I had like a green flash of light. It's like two Polaroids, like a Polaroid camera. I tried to ask Joseph Maldonado, my mother, Denise. I tried asking them, would you just take a picture of me? And they said, no, what? Joseph woke up, and when I moved to 47 Terrace Avenue, I could see through a wall for a permanent second. It was in my third floor bedroom of the whole house. There's 3 floors. The middle floor, the top floor, and the basement. So, if there's others out there like me, see, I'd say don't be afraid to call, but it scares the shit out of me. My own self, my own entity scares the shit out of me. That Corvette should have killed me. Should have crushed my ribs, and it was nothing but a splinter. Was it a contusion? A pulmonary contusion. This future of ours scares the shit out of me. Our present time scares the shit out of me. I believe that I'm being followed and tabbed by the federal government for certain reasons. I know why, I don't know why. I believe in such a thing as EVP, such as when and all these other abilities where, say, I was being hung over a fence at 6 years old. Sorry, 6th grade, 5th grade, Magnolia, New Jersey. I take the same route 365 days a year and/or days of the school week. My mother drops the dishes and says, "Joe, my fucking son's in trouble." And he's like, "What, D?" And, "Yeah, my son's in trouble." And long and behold, 5-10 minutes later, she finds me. And a whole different left turn, right turn, 3 staircases, right turn, right, all the way down. Me being hung over a fence. So this future of ours scares the shit out of me. So if it is plausible, I wouldn't want to fight such a war. I already know it. I've already seen it. I've already seen these these airships. They're so advanced in nature and future. They're not like Star Trek, but they're more colored. They're very vibrant in color. They're very, it's as if we had airships with vibrant color, like Navy airships, Navy vessels, but airships. But they're mass-colored, numbered, designed. Perhaps this is just something out of a glimpse of a old fairy tale of a simulation, say Xenogears, but I don't think it is. I'm seeing my father for my 30th birthday. And well, in that dream, me and him stood on a coral reef and/or peninsula or something, and we looked up. And we just looked up. They were traveling east to west in the air, anti-proportional gravity. I've never seen anything like it in my entire existence. And then I woke up from that dream. But anyway, I can smell the wheel getting hot. I now have 3 vehicles, machines, technology. My current mileage is 177,377. I'm located in Hershey, PA. The date is Thursday, November 19th, 11:45. I must tune out now.